Welcome to What's Going On Here, where we take strange little musical moments and figure out what's actually happening. There's a little moment in Genesis Stagnation that has always caught my attention. It only lasts a few seconds, but listen what Tony Banks is playing over the band with his organ. It sounds strange, almost psychedelic. And this time the harmony underneath is actually pretty colorful too. The band moves through three extended minor chords: G minor 11 with D in the bass, B minor 9, and C minor 9. But listen to what Tony chooses to bring out on top. He is playing these tiny two-note shapes: A and B flat, A and B, D and A flat. And this is where it gets interesting. Let's take the first one. The band is playing G minor 11 with D in the bass, and Tony plays A and B flat. Both notes actually belong to the chord. A is the ninth, and B flat is the minor third. But they're only a semitone apart. So, by putting those two notes right next to each other, Banks really brings out that little bit of friction inside the chord. If you found this kind of listing interesting, there's a link below if you'd like to know more. Then the harmony moves to B minor 9. And Tony plays A and B. Again, both notes are already part of the harmony. A is the minor 7, and B is the root. This time they are a whole tone apart. So the interval opens up slightly, but Tony is still picking out two neighboring notes from inside the chord. Then we get C minor 9. And Tony plays D and E flat. D is the ninth, and E flat is the minor third. And once again, they're only a semitone apart. So, across the chords, we get this: semitone, whole tone, and semitone. A, B flat, A, B, D and E flat. And this is the part I find really interesting. Banks isn't adding strange note from outside the harmony. Every note he plays is already contained in the chord underneath. But instead of playing the whole chord, he isolates just two notes at a time. Especially those semitones, he brings out the tension that's already hidden inside the harmony. That's what gives the organ part this strange, almost psychedelic quality. And I think that's what makes this tiny moment so clever. The unusual sound doesn't come from some completely different harmony. It comes from which notes Tony Banks chooses to emphasize inside that harmony. Just two notes at a time, but those two notes completely change the character of what you hear. And once you know what's happening, you can't really unhear it. And to me, this is the interesting part of learning music by ear. It's not just being able to figure out which notes someone played. It's being able to hear what those notes are doing and why they created that particular sound. That's exactly the kind of listening skill I help keyboard players develop inside my courses. So, if you'd like to work on that yourself, there's a link below where you can book a free call directly with me. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.